Hey, welcome to John Eats Cheap. I was routing around the freezer, you know, looking for something to cook, and look what I found. You've seen these? Maybe you've had them. They're really good. The Rhodes dinner rolls, the ones that are frozen, and you let them rise for like 3 to 5 hours, thaw out and rise, and then you bake them, and it's fresh rolls, right? I'm going to try making some in the air fryer, and I'm also going to try something else really cool, a colache. You ever hear of a colache? It's like a fresh baked roll that has stuff inside of it. A great place we love, it's in town, called Colaches. Brent's the owner, he and his wife, and they make great colaches. I'm just going to try and make a simple one because they do all kinds of different ones that are really tasty with like brisket and sausage. I'm just going to try and do a simple egg one. But here's the deal. I'm going to do this in the air fryer. My muffin tin that I would usually put the rolls in, just about that much too big. So I can't use that. So I'm going to use ramekins. So I'm just going to spray these with a little oil and put the dough in to rise. I don't know if I should put 2 or 3 in. I think I'll probably just go with 2. Just put them in like that, and they should rise right up, right? I don't know, maybe I should put 3. Should I put 3? Go big or go home? What do you think, Mrs. Cheap? 3? 2? Just 2? All right. And I'm also going to spray this pan, which will fit into the air fryer. And I'm just going to make a couple of kolaches. So I'm just going to lay these out and let these rise. They'll spread out a little bit, but we want that for these. So now we just have to wait 3 to 5 hours.
Do 3 in one and 2 in the other.
3 in one, 2 in the other. 3, 1. What? Over
Over
here?
Yeah.
Okay. Good idea. Mrs. Cheap comes through. That is going to be a big roll. That would be mine, I'm thinking. All right. Let's let them rise. Now, following the instructions, I do need to cover these with saran wrap. Plastic wrap. And you're supposed to spray the wrap with cooking spray so it won't stick, but you try pulling it out and it bunches up, so I just spray the top of the dough. That's easier. And then we'll cover these, and I'll show you how I help bread rise in a warm place. So now we're gonna let the dough rise. Here's what I do. I turn the oven on, 350, bake. I'm gonna let it warm up about a minute. So you can see when you can see the grate getting red, then you just turn it off. You put them in, they're in a nice warm place. Helps them rise quicker and better. Okay, our dough has risen. This is the double. It kind of looks like mush, but we're gonna bake it up anyway. That's the triple. You see it kind of did stick to the cellophane a little bit. So maybe I should have sprayed the cellophane. There's our ones we're going to roll into kolaches. So we're going to get these going first. The instructions say 325 in a convection oven for 10 to 15 minutes. So that's what I'm going to go by in the air fryer. Now our rolls are cooking. I'm going to try the kolaches here. And this is just the raw dough. I got a little flour because I just want to get this out thin. Pull it out like that. I don't want to add too much flour, but there you kind of get the idea. And I got a little leftover breakfast casserole. So I'm going to just cut a piece of this. See a previous video for this one. We're going to put that into the bread and just try and wrap it up. Once again, I've never made these. So this is all new to me. It might not work at all. We're going to find out together. Try and seal it up and get it back into the sprayed pan. Same thing with this one. I'll make 2 of them. Just flatten that out. Add a piece of breakfast casserole. You could just do some scrambled eggs, or you could put fruit in these with a little cream cheese. We had Colaches when we were in Texas. They have these places called like the Colache Hut or something like that. They're really big in Texas. Seal it up. I don't know if that's even going to hold or not. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm going to put it seam side down like an egg roll, even though this is really nothing like an egg roll. So there's our Colaches. And I'm just going to let those rest for a little bit because they probably should rise just a little. You know what? I think I'm going to spray just a little bit on there. There we go. Just a little bit in the pan, just so they don't stick. We'll see. All right, 10 minutes. Looks golden. Looks a little hot to pull out of there, but they look done. I'm going to go ahead and put the Colaches in. I'm going to do those for the same amount of time. 325 for 10 minutes. Now I got to figure out how to get those out of the ramekins without burning myself. Let's try. Ooh, it's actually not too bad. It's actually like a little fluffy. Be able to get it just with the fork. Now it doesn't look real pretty. Yeah, that didn't get down on the bottom, did it? Need to flip that over. Cook a little there. Maybe the air fryer is not the place to do your bread. We'll find out. Or you can flip your bread and do it. I'm going to pull the Colaches out. Time out. Colaches out. Rolls back in. I'll do them for 4 minutes on this side. I'm going to get this right. Additional time. Yeah, that browned them up. They look a little better. So I'm going to put the Colaches back in. Now, I'm like Oprah. I love bread. So I know I'm going to like these. Those are hot. And Mrs. Cheap and I were talking, you know, I'm sure a ramekin is not the perfect vessel for, you know, browning. You need metal, but my metal pan, my muffin pan, just barely didn't fit. So this may be something we need to actually do in the oven. Of course, even if they look bad, I'm still going to give them a try. And they are hot. This is the triple Lindy. Pull apart. That looks pretty good. Real butter. None of this country crock. Put that on there. Hope my cardiologist isn't watching. Hot bread. That's a good hot roll. From the freezer. I could eat this for a meal. I may do it tonight. But I gotta save room for Colaches. Stay tuned, more to come. I give you the Colache, which I'm gonna just brush with a little butter here. Now normally, you know what, you would put like an egg wash on it or something. Make it look really golden. I didn't do that. But I'm putting butter on for flavor. That'll be good. Really hot. Cooked up golden. And didn't bust out. It doesn't look like. So I'm gonna pull one up. Woo, that's hot. And cut into it right here. I'm not gonna bite into it right away. Let me cut first. Well, hot, hot, hot. There it is with the, oh, that looks pretty tasty to me. Looks like a tasty pastry delight. A sausage, egg, and cheese Colache made with the frozen rolls dough in the air fryer. 11 minutes. I think I probably could have gone 10. Then brushed with butter. Nobody would be disappointed with this for breakfast. Very good. Very hot, tasty, flaky. I like it. Finally, I got a winner here. It was a tough day with John Eats Cheap, but we persevered. So once again, look at this. Easy breakfast for, I could have 2 of these. Mrs. Cheap could have 2. With those individual rolls, frozen. You got to plan ahead because it takes about 5 hours for them to rise from frozen. But something you could easily do. Let them rise overnight, have them for breakfast the next day. Easy to portion it out for 2 people, 1 person, 4 people, however many you got coming by. Colaches for breakfast. Thanks for watching John Eats Cheap.